Morning, people. Saturday morning, and I'm at kickboxing for Grace and my eldest every Saturday, taking kickboxing. He really loves it, so I love taking him. I love when kids get into something really young and then they keep it going and kind of push it forward throughout their whole lives, because it's a skill that almost you really are a core part of imparting on them. So yep, just down here, slow start to the morning. Went to my friend's house last night. Yeah, I need to get back in the gym again. Like, this trip to Manchester slightly derailed me, but at some point today I hope to get back in there. I hope you guys are good. I told you guys yesterday I had my physiotherapy and my PT session. I didn't record any of the PT session. It was just more of a consultancy type session today, kind of asking what I want to do, what that's going to look like, how it's going to be. One thing we did do is there's a machine, it's called My Bio Age or something, and it just tells you a bit of stats about yourself. And it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought it would be. Well, it was bad. So I'll throw up the data on the screen so you can see what that looks like now. But what it says is my real age is 35, but my bio age is 44. Now, I know I'm not in the greatest of physical condition, but yeah, that was not necessarily the nicest thing to see. But completely warranted and valid, and not arguing with the machine in any way, shape or form. In fact, let me pull it up and I can just go through some of the little bits on it that I thought were quite interesting. Here it is. So, body fat percentage was the only thing that was elevated. Don't get me wrong, I'm a little tubber right now compared to what I used to be. I'm also quite comfortable being a bit larger in weight. I don't necessarily like to be slim and trim. And I don't know if I've also mentioned this, but alongside my autoimmune condition of ankylosing spondylitis, I also have Crohn's disease, which is another autoimmune condition, and they're comorbid. So when you have one, there's a high chance you'll have the other. And Crohn's disease is, if you don't know, inflammation of your gastrointestinal tract. Anywhere from your mouth down to the exit, you get inflammation in there, swelling, infections and stuff. And just about 10 years ago, I had surgery to remove about 1 meter of my intestines. They did want to give me a colostomy bag, which is where your waste ends up going out into a bag. Not necessarily the nicest thing to talk about on a Saturday morning, but this is the reality of life, people. Thankfully, touch wood, there's no wood in this vehicle. I'm going to get out the car and go and touch some wood. Hold on, because there's literally a bush right there. So let me get out the car and touch a bush. I can do the rest of this outside. So yeah, you've got to get out, touch a bush, because I'm not trying to have nothing come back and get me. Here we go, touch wood. So yeah, I've got a little bit elevated body fat, but that's something I'm comfortable with, because when Crohn's kicks off and you get that inflammation, you lose weight very rapidly. When I was first diagnosed with Crohn's, I lost like 4 stone in 3 months. Didn't know what it was at the time, obviously, and went through the diagnosis process. And it's something that has been up and down over the last decade. There'll be times when you'll see me just drop half my weight and it'll be like, what happened? So I always find it's better to start from a position of weighing a bit more in the beginning, rather than not having anything to lose and putting yourself in a position where you could be even sicker because of that. So yeah, it's a bit of a tangent. So yeah, just looking at that machine, it's a machine that I can use whenever I go in there and track the efficacy of my workouts and what's actually happening. So I'm really quite keen on using that. On to the kind of physical therapy. I'm going to put the video in now. So what kind of happens is we go through a few exercises, and she says, just depending on where my pain is and where the tightness is, what types of stretches and isometric holds and the things that I should do to get myself, a bit more flexible and a bit more able to move and continue that. The insurance company gave me 10 sessions over like 3 months. So yeah, it's a process, people, and we're working on it. I don't know, with the personal trainer, my goal is to learn, or just get more refined on my technique for things like RDLs or squats, because I've been in the gym, in and out of the gym for most of my life, so I pretty much know what I'm doing. I just, for the three sessions or 2 now left that got thrown in, it just helps me refine my technique so I can work on things myself, because with the cost of the gym, the cost of getting the kids in the gym, I'm thinking of getting the kids into swimming lessons in the gym, which doubles the cost of the kids in the gym. It ends up somewhere like a few £100s a month, and I don't have a few £100s a month to just spend on extracurricular activities. So yes, but it's all good, people. Everything's good. I'm looking forward to working with these guys, seeing what that can do for me, where that puts me, and what that looks like, and then we can move forward with intention on working and training ourselves and attaining the goals that we set for ourselves at the beginning of the year. Today, or yesterday, I didn't know this, it's called Quitters Day. It's the second Friday in January, and it's the day, statistically, that most people fail or give up on their New Year's resolutions. I didn't know that. I can see people say, I'm not drinking, just being like, it's Friday, second Friday in Jan, I can't do it anymore. They break their diet, or they just stop the gym, or whatever it would be. But we're not doing that. And what I think we'll do tomorrow is do a little quick review of where we are next to the goals that we set out, the New Year's resolutions that we set out at the beginning of the year. We'll type them out and kind of put that a bit further forward. I don't know if you guys have noticed, and one thing that I've been really enjoying making this content. Like it's something that it's like a challenge for me almost. I'm quite competitive, and it feels like a challenge where I'm having to, or I feel like I really want to improve the videos as they go forward, as we go on. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but every video I've tried to improve a single thing. And for example, I've been watching videos on the camera settings on this camera and how to make the picture a bit better when you guys are seeing, or I've added in thumbnails now to the episode, so it's not just a screen capture of me talking into the screen looking a bit rubbish. In the last video, I put a small backing track on there, just a little background music, because I find it cuts out a lot of the background noise and makes it a bit of an easier listen. So yeah, I'm trying to improve step by step. I like it. I like the incrementalness, and I was looking at some lighting, like the back LED lights, and with the kind of settings on the camera, it makes it look a bit more consumable, and not just a guy talking into a camera talking absolute nonsense, and it's all good improving all the stuff around it, but if the content that I'm talking about isn't any good for you, then none of that matters. But this isn't for everyone. This is really for me. Well guys, have a great day. I hope you enjoy your weekend. See you soon.